Yo, hey, Stunna
Hi,
Girl in the building. What's happening?
what's poppin'?
Man, I appreciate you checking in with me.
What's going on?
I'm cooler, man. I appreciate that. I know you probably got a lot going on, so you feel me? I want to dive straight into everything before we get back into our busy days, you feel me? Now, of course, you are I'm just hearing about you this year. And when I first heard about you from rotation. You're going
hmm
crazy, man. I'm like, oh man, I had to go research it after that. Like, cause it's like 2020 seems to be the year that women in the rap game are taking off. Like really just I mean, out of
Right.
here. You guys are going faster than like the male artists. And like when I heard, I'm like, I gotta support that. You know what I'm saying? Especially I'm from Savannah. I'm down here in Savannah. Any like that chopper style kind of beat, that's one of them classics down here. Like, so I already knew when I heard you rap on that, I gotta play that one. Like, it's only right.
Right.
So
Oh,
like,
see, so you knew the original song.
from yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we got like that is a classic down here. You play chopper style down here, it's still gonna go. So when I play rotation, I'm like, I played it in the party. It went crazy, man. Like you got you on with that one for real, for real. So
Right.
that are just in and may not be familiar with Miss Stunna Girl just yet, let them know who you are, where you from, how old you are. If that's not a problem.
Okay. I'm from Sacramento, and I'm 22 years old.
Okay.
Yeah.
Out.
And what side of the country are you on?
I'm in Georgia.
Oh,
Down.
you're in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah, you ever been to Savannah?
No,
What? Oh yeah, you gotta come down
I've
here.
never been to Savannah.
You gotta come down here. With like Georgia is still kind of open during this COVID period. You know what I'm saying? So we still doing clubs and whatnot. But
Right.
you come down here and do rotation, I promise you, it's gonna go crazy. Them ladies gonna love that one time.
Well, I'm waiting for these clubs to open back up
Yeah, yeah.
so
No,
we can get it popping.
take your time. Now, understanding one of your breakout singles was called Runway.
Right.
How did that come about?
I pretty much it was a song I actually freestyled, and I just dropped my tape. Are you saying the process of how I made the song? I
Yeah,
freestyled
yeah.
the song.
What was your inspiration behind it?
It was really no inspiration. It was really just how I felt. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause like, when I hear beats, I always instantly come up with hooks. So I don't know, that's just what came to my head when I was saying the song. And it's so funny?
What's up?
Everybody hated that song, like that was around. Like, that same day I had made that song, and I made this song called Back in the Day. So the singing song, everybody was just so in love with it. And then when I start like making Runway, you could kind of tell like everyone kept playing the singing song. So I'm like, they must not fuck with this song, but this is my shit. Like, this is my song.
Yeah.
And it was funny, like a couple months later, it was like a choice, like deep, like I had one more song to put on the tape, and it was like out of that song, and it was like another song. I'm like, I'm putting this fucking song on the tape. And yeah, I
I
always listen to my gut. It was my shit. And I'm like, how I felt about the song, it made me want to get up and walk. So it was just crazy that when people start sending me like videos and stuff, it was like they was doing everything I thought they would do.
it does have like an empowering vibe to it, most definitely. And one thing I've seen is like songs you say, like you say, you just felt it, like it just came from, you know what I'm saying, naturally from you. So it's what you felt. That seems to be the ones that connect with listeners the most. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which I'm pretty sure is that's why it helped it go viral on TikTok, because it's crazy on TikTok right now. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even like really know about TikTok. I just knew it was like this app my little sister was on, and she used to like annoy me with it all the time. But it was called Musically.
I remember
And
musically. I remember.
yeah, and she used to always set her phone up by me and just do a lot. And I'm like, oh my God. And then like, months go by, my tape drops, all this stuff. She calls me, and she's like, they live like in an area where it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, we're just trees. I don't know.
Country,
And
go
yeah,
ahead.
she called me, and she's like, all my friends are playing your song and making all these videos. I'm like, wait. I'm like, if it touched over there, oh, I know it's lit. And it was probably like a day later, it's like millions of videos was just being made. So yeah.
That's crazy. Like, how long have you been rapping?
I would say 2 years now. Yeah.
So you talking about in 2 years, you go viral on the internet. You got everybody loving you. Like, how does that feel? Like, I know it kind of seems like overnight, but I know it's a lot of work that goes.
I know it definitely was a lot of work. It's definitely not an overnight thing. Um, Yeah, I don't know. I just always believe in myself. So I just, you just gotta grind, really. That's what I say.
That's huge. Now, from my understanding, you are assigned to Epic.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Well, around the time my song went viral, it was like every label was trying to sign me. And I just signed with who I felt I fit with, like who understood my music. Cause yeah, you could sign with a label and stuff, but you know, most of the time they won't understand like your music. So a lot of meetings I took, you know, also when you take meetings, you gotta like go to the studio with the label, you know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a perfect match. Like my A&Rs, they understand my sound.
Yeah.
And I absolutely love Sylvia Rome. She's a gangster.
Hey.
She's a very hardworking woman. I fuck with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was just like, you know, that's my home. That's where I belong.
So you kind of got like buzzing in Cali first, and then it just kind of just organically grew. You would start buzzing in Sacramento.
I always was buzzing in my city.
Mm-hmm.
I was always popular. So when I started rapping, yeah, my music first, it had like touched, we can't see your mouth. Okay, Paris. That's my career director out here. Basically, yeah, my music started popping in Northern Cali first, and then it touched LA, and then it touched the other side of the world. So
That's
yeah.
huge. Now I do have a lot of the men that I know got onto your music from oh man, yeah, a lot of the men that I know got into your music from Madden.
What'd you say?
A lot of the men that I knew, they got familiar with your music through the game Madden. Madden 2021. You're on the soundtrack. Rotation is on the soundtrack.
You know what's funny? A lot of my fan base really is men, like in the beginning, because I'm really like a drill rapper. So my music, I can make ratchet music. I'm very versatile. Like, you know, you can get the R&B stunner, you could get the ratchet stunner, the soulful stunner, but really, I talk about street shit and stuff that a lot of people can relate to. So that's why before rotation, I was already like, I had a big male fan base following, because ain't no female talking about what I'm talking about.
Not at all. Like when I heard you, like I said, first heard you come, you gave me two different sounds with even runway and rotation. When I heard the difference, I'm like, oh wow, like cause you have like you say, that aggressiveness to you. Like rotation gives you that kind of lighthearted play, club feel to it, but then you also got your drill side. Most definitely, I should expect
Right.
Cali. You feel me? Like I went out in Cali for the first time this year. Yeah, it's all the way different out there, man. Y'all gangsters.
It's the accent for me.
Now I do understand a new project in the works.
I absolutely do. I was about to drop a project, but like this big thing happened on the project. So right now, because I already made my fans wait so long, I'm just gonna drop a different project, and I'm gonna drop that one at the end of the year, like towards January. But I have a whole new project ready to drop for them. So yeah, I
You have
definitely
a title
do.
for it yet?
What'd you say?
You have a title for it yet?
Um, this one I don't. I'm
Okay.
still making it, so.
Nothing wrong with that. Now I understand music is just one of your many hustles. You also have merchandise that you dropped this year as well.
Right. Yeah, I just like dropped these sweaters, and I'm coming out with these shorts and tracksuits, so
That's smart. That's
you know,
smart.
stay tuned for that.
That's a whole lifestyle. You definitely have to put it all together in one because you know what I'm saying? People buy that merchandise. This is somebody from Savannah, Georgia. Like when you drop something, if you drop something for men, you know, some tracksuits or something for men, make sure you keep me in your mind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, during this whole COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people have been kind of trapped inside or just kind of forced to deal with themselves. Like, have you learned any new things about yourselves or any new skills about yourself during this pandemic?
Well, I'm already a loner, so it's kind of not. It really didn't make a difference because I'm really like a homebody. I do like to go out and have fun a lot, but I'm really content with like being alone and like just like, you know, with a handful of people. I mean, so I had the same skills, you know, I'd be like rapping to myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I got put on the, like, watching new shows. I honestly don't watch TV. It's crazy. Like, I really don't watch TV. But, like, I've been watching TV. I've been learning stuff just from watching TV. I learned how to cook more dishes that I didn't know how to cook. I think that's about it. Oh, I learned some choreography, you know, because I'm damn near kind of lazy. So I kind of broke out of that during quarantine.
Well, that's good. That means you grew then. You grew and you evolved during the quarantine period. So coming out next year, coming out even stronger.
Right.
Now,
only thing I don't like is I gained some weight. That's why I really don't like to be on Instagram right now. I just
what's wrong with that? Well, I know Instagram is just hard on everybody on how they are.
Yeah, and it's like towards the end I gained some weight. So it's like, bruh, this whole how long have we been in quarantine? Since like March. A bitch didn't gain a pound. Now it's like towards the end when we could pop out and come back outside. I want to gain like 10, 15 pounds. Like, it's crazy.
Oh, just in time for holiday season when you're supposed to be eating even more?
Right. Some, hey girl, I see you.
Before so I always ask, especially the upcoming artists, about any advice for independent artists in the game. Savannah has a lot of upcoming artists, especially female rappers. Any advice for them on how they can get to where you are and just achieving their dreams?
I honestly would say, don't listen to shit nobody's talking about. Believe in yourself. You just gotta work. Like, you gotta outgrind everybody. When everybody sleep, you need to be up writing. You need to be in the studio. You need to invest in yourself, because a lot of people, they waiting for somebody to come give them a handout. You're waiting to get noticed by somebody. You're just waiting. Stop waiting on people. Like, I never waited on anybody. Any money I had, I put into my shit. Like, you know, and like in the long run, can't nobody come back and be like, oh, I did this, or no, you didn't do shit for me. I did it for myself. And if you came and you start helping me now, thank you. Now we're a team. But, you know, in the beginning, ain't nobody going to be fucking with you. And stop waiting on people. Like, what are you waiting for?
Thanks. That's solid. That's probably one of the realest responses I've heard. But that's true facts. Like, I live by that same thing. So
yeah, like, stop waiting on people.
Go for it.
Do you? Yeah, go for it.
And fund yourself. Stop looking for
fund yourself. Yes, that's the first thing, because a lot of people do that. Like, you know, that's why I like when I got my deal. When I got my deal, my money didn't go through 5 niggas' hands before it came to me. It came straight to me. And I busted the deal with me and my lawyer. Like, I didn't have to pay 20 million people, because no, I believed in myself enough to where I wasn't signing papers and I wasn't depending on people or nothing. Like, I always knew like this was gonna happen no matter what. So I wasn't like, oh, let me sign with this person because it looks like a good situation right now. Like, no, fuck that shit. Like,
straight up.
You really have to believe in yourself. It's like manifestation and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, we here. I understand what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying. So
yeah. I appreciate you being real, not giving that phony answer. You feel me?
Yeah, no, I'm keeping it solid.
You feel me? I bubble with you. Listen, whenever you come down to Savannah, we got a link. I gotta make sure I show you the tour of the city, man.
For surely.
Now, before you go, let everybody know where they can follow you, where they can go get your new single, everything.
Okay, y'all see the name up top, STUNNAGIRL. You hear me? And you can go on YouTube, check out my new song Rotation, and stay tuned.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you, Stunna Girl. Thanks for checking me out. Thanks for tuning in and just talking to me.
All right, thank you. I appreciate you too. Have a blessed day.
You too, baby.
All right.
All right.